Let's go truthing or faking. Catalina's ready at the big board. Good evening, Catalina. Xi Jinping's trip to Moscow has, I think it's fair to say, fueled some movement online. Tell us more.
Following the encounter between President Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping in Moscow, this image that we see in Twitter began going viral on social media, mostly thanks to this post by Jason J. Smart, who is an American correspondent for the Kyiv Post. He claims Putin-Xi Jinping meeting, Putin attempting to persuade Xi, where we see Putin kneeling down to Xi Jinping. This other users shared the same images. We have two claims on Facebook where they claim, here's what really happened behind closed doors, meeting between Putin and Xi Jinping, where we see an alleged gesture of a submission by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Mark?
Catalina, where do these pictures, because it is quite, well, it's making me smile, let's put it that way. Where did these photos actually come from? Are they real?
Our fact-checking colleagues have fact-checked this image at Open. They concluded that there's no evidence that this photo ever took place. Firstly, the viral image that we see there shows a completely different location than the meeting that took place yesterday in Moscow. Here in this picture, this is a picture from yesterday where you can quickly verify that, for example, the furniture or the room decoration is completely different from this picture to the one in the viral images. Then there are many clear indicators that this photo that is viral on social media was generated using artificial intelligence. The first elements are the hands that we've circled here, detail that AI is not yet capable of producing accurately. Then the shoes in the images, as we've pointed out, they are not the same shoes that were used in the images using AI than in the photos, official photos that were taken yesterday. Or even in this example, we could see Putin's head that we've circled as well. It seems too big for his body.
Indeed, that head does look like a fat head if you're talking about Putin. And the shoes, yeah, you're right now, you pointed out, but it's a dastardly picture, isn't it? It looks so, I mean, if you look at it quickly, as you do online, you'd actually think it was actually going on. Let's move on to Putin's visit to Mariupol. Mariupol, of course, the town that Russia is occupying, having basically pummeled it and wrecked it completely. Some accuse him of using a body double in this visit, which took place in the middle of the night. And remarkably, people there to greet him at that time. Many questions.
As you said, Mark, President Putin's trip to occupied Mariupol on March 19th fueled rumors that Vladimir Putin sent a body double to this trip. Rumors mainly fueled by posts on Telegram like this one, sharing these three photos, asking which one do you think is real, where they claim that these are all recent photos from 2023 of President Putin, where he looks different each time, fueling these body double rumors. These photos were notably shared by Anton Gerachenko, who is the advisor to the Minister of Interior of Ukraine, in this tweet that's received over 6.4 million views on Twitter. Mark?
Yes, Anton Gerachenko is a reliable source. There's been many questions about Putin, about using Botox in his face. His right arm doesn't seem to move that much when you see him these days. Many questions there. Were you able to find the original photos to disprove or not these body double claims?
Well, we'll begin with this first picture right here where users claim was taken in Moscow on February 21st, 2023. We actually found this photo. It's actually from February 23rd, 2020. Here the photo published by the Russian news agency TASS. Then the second photo where users claim was taken in Sebastopol. This photo, we found it here. It's actually a photo from Putin's recent trip to Mariupol. It was flipped over, and we find it in this Russian news report from his trip. Here we have other angles from this news report where you could clearly verify that it is indeed President Vladimir Putin. Then this other photo, the last one, where users claim was taken in Mariupol. This image was actually taken in Mariupol. The claims are true, and it's from the same news report from this Russian news agency. But since since the beginning of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. President Putin has been regularly accused of using body doubles for his trips. These rumors of his look-alike in Mariupol were published by the Kyiv Post, for example, and suspicions that are usually fueled by Ukrainian media, political figures, and other questionable sources. Mark?
Many faces, it seems, or not, of Vladimir Putin. Catalina, thank you very much indeed for Truth or Fake.